Hey guys, what's up? This is TheSmooth Spy, and I'm here to talk about Fallout 4 mods coming to consoles. For all those who don't know, Todd Howard came on to the stage at the Microsoft press conference at this year's E3 and announced that PC mods would be coming to the Xbox One console. And of course, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh! Yeah, PC Master Race, we're getting mods too. Now, what you gonna talk about now? Huh? We got your mods. But there's a lot more to the story than just they're getting mods. I mean, so let's get into this, shall we? Now, also, it was later announced that mods would also be coming to the PS4 version of the game, so just keep that in mind, though apparently it's going to come first PC, obviously, Xbox One, and then onto the PlayStation 4. But anyway, let's talk about, first off, a couple of reasons why mods are going to be very limited on the Xbox One console and on all the consoles. First off, I want to talk about script extenders, because for all those of you who haven't gotten into modding a Bethesda game, either a Fallout or Elder Scrolls game, you know that script extenders are very common for enabling things to work in a game that wouldn't ordinarily work in the game out of the box. For new animations and gameplay elements, the script extender, for example, the Skyrim Enhanced script extender, I believe that's the name. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, don't hate me. But it's a very common mod, and pretty much a whole bunch of mods require this. Well, it's not launched through the game's launch. You have to launch it through the script extender. So any mod with that requires that script extender won't work on consoles. So any custom animation mod, anything like that, any custom skeletons, because that's important for like a whole bunch of the body replacer mods, those aren't going to work. They're just not going to work at all, just flat out. So that cuts down the mod options quite a bit, actually. Also, here's the thing. When you mod a game on a PC, on the PC it's an open platform. You can do pretty much whatever you want. It's your stuff. If you mess it up, it's yours. If you want to make a mod game, sure, have 100 mods on it. If it crashes at the startup, that's your issue. You can't go calling to Bethesda, "My game crashed," using mods. Yes! Well, it's not our issue. But you have to figure it out yourself, or ask someone who also uses mods to help you. You can't cry to somebody if something goes wrong. It's on you. Well, when mod comes to consoles, console gamers aren't... they love to complain if something goes wrong. "Oh, no, the game's broken. Sony, Microsoft, fix it." I'm not saying all are like that, obviously, but they're not really accustomed to having to fix things themselves like on the PC. On the PC, a lot of times you have to find workarounds or fixes yourself. You can't rely on a company to do everything for you, like Steam, for example. There's some Steam games require you to get a patch. You have to do a little checking around to find that and to get it to work. It's a minor thing, but it's common on a PC, and it's just if a mod ain't working, I'll just go check my load order or whatnot, and then have it fixed. If not, I'll install it. All the good stuff. But console players aren't going to be accustomed to that. So, also, a lot of mods can actually just crash games if they don't have it correctly installed. And I'm wondering, there's got to be some type of quality control on these things. I don't think it's going to be like just going up onto the PC with your USB, download the mod, unplug the USB, and then hook it into your PS4, and then put the mod into the thing. They've got to have some system set up to be able to handle the mods. I'm thinking it's going to be like all the compatible mods will be like an app, for example, on one of the stores. You go there and you select which mod, and it'll install like that. But it's going to have to have mods that are approved for that. So that's another thing that's going to stop some mods from ending up there that are a work in progress. So that's another thing to keep in mind with all of this modding stuff. Next, let's talk about frame rates. Yeah! Well, for all those who don't know, that Bethesda has confirmed that they're aiming for 1080p, 30 FPS on everything. Of course, the PC will be unlocked. Blah blah blah. You know, it's the PC. You know, it's expected. But 30 frames per second, which isn't that. I mean, I want 60 frames. That's just me because I'm on a PC. But a whole bunch of mods, especially texture mods, they're adding higher quality textures. When they really eat up frames, or in EMB. Don't even get me started. EMBs won't be possible on the consoles because besides the fact that they just wouldn't work like an ordinary mod would, they're not just putting something in the data folder. It's like a totally other deal. They're not going to work because a lot of EMBs can drop 20 frames off your game. So the game is running at 30 frames. Yeah, you can't just lose 20 frames to playing at 10 frames per second, but it looks great. No, they're not going to have the overhead of frames to be able to add things, because a lot of times, like Skyrim is a very easy game to run. Therefore, you get 100 or something mods in the game to make it look as your system can handle it. Like my thing could run it at like 200 frames, and then I just had a whole bunch of mods, and now it's at 60 frames. Sometimes it goes down some. That's just how many mods and how much extra I have going on in the game. But that's the cool thing about the PC. All that extra overhead of power, you can send that to other parts. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I mean, yeah, so any mod that really takes away from performance, yeah, don't expect it to be available on the consoles. So, after all this, you may be asking, well, oh my gosh, what mods will actually be on consoles? Well, that's a very good question. But, yeah, in all honesty, well, a lot of the mods will be added will be like cosmetic stuff. So, like, oh, you could change some textures, just not like adding a whole bunch of extra stuff going on, like little minor things that don't affect in-game stuff. I guess you could add quests as long as it didn't add anything besides stuff that was already in the base game. So that could be fine. Little tweaks here and there. Items. So like guns, like in Skyrim you saw light sabers. All that stuff could work. So that's the kind of stuff you'll see. So very limited modding will be coming to consoles. I mean, it's not like just mods are just like on the PC and we're like, oh no, we're not going to give you mods. You will play on your console and mods will be for the PC. Yes, have some good tea there. No, it's not about that. Just mods can't exist on consoles the way consoles are set up. They're a closed off console. Yeah, that's what they are. They're in a controlled environment. That's kind of an odd way to describe it, but you understand what I'm saying. So PC is open, and you won't ever see the kind of mods that are on the PC on consoles. It's just how it is. And for all those who were thinking that all these amazing mods will be coming to consoles, I'm sorry to inform you that you're very wrong. And hey, but I mean, not anything is impossible. Just very, very, very likely that it won't happen. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little insight into mods for Fallout 4 on consoles. Be sure to leave your comments down below. Like the video if you liked it, disliked if you didn't, of course, and subscribe if you want to hear more from me, The Smooth Spy. Take care.